Hi, guys.
Hi guys, what are you secretly... I thought you weren't supposed to drink till we started.
But it's after 3.
It's after 3.
You poured me a wine before.
I was being nice because you
forced me.
You should go and make coffee and not even offer to make me one. I gathered, well, maybe I need to pour her a glass of wine. She might make me coffees again.
I didn't know you wanted a coffee.
My coffee cup was like empties.
I didn't see it was empty.
It's all right. I know where I'm sitting in this world now.
In a studio.
No, I'm a number 2.
You're not a poo.
You're the number 1. I'm a number 2.
Oh my God.
I didn't say hi, guys. I'm a snob.
Yes, you did.
Oh, did I?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not a snob then.
No.
You're just not a very good PA for reminding me that I did.
I just did.
What did you do?
Told you that you said hi, guys.
When?
Just before.
I'm just practicing for when I get old like Mum.
Oh my God.
Yeah, poor Mum, she rang me and had this big long discussion with her and found out that my sister had only left her like 10 minutes earlier with the exact same discussion. And I kept on saying, talk to Trace about this. So she's up there. When I rang my sister that night, she goes, yeah, she was trying to ring me when I was there. And I said, yeah, I missed that call. I rang her back. She said, I'd only just walked out the door.
Oh, that scares me about getting old.
Is that all that scares you? There's lots of other things.
Lots of, I know.
Like, imagine having to wear a nappy.
Ew, no thank you.
Imagine pooing yourself
Gross,
again.
no.
It's like that, was it Mr. Button? When he grows
Curious
backwards?
Case of Benjamin Button.
Button.
Yeah, I never saw it.
Never saw it. It's actually a good movie.
Ashley.
Ashley.
Is
It's
it?
Brad Pitt, isn't it?
I don't know, I haven't
I
seen
think
it.
it is Brad Pitt, yeah. Ashley.
Ashley. So what did you do this week?
Well, I learned things.
What did you learn?
I learned that you can never stop learning.
Oh, wow.
No, I learned lots this week just on posing stuff.
Oh.
Well, the stuff I did with Phoenix, and then when I edited it and then did my narration over the top, really stood out. Some things that I really hadn't taken as much notice before until with me narrating it, I looked at it more and I could see it even more obvious. Then we had the shoot with Anna, and I tried a couple of different things with her and they worked. Then we did our shoot, which was only going to be just a YouTube, it's a little bounce lighting one, but Bec had learned things too and decided to play with these things. Well, I think Bec saw the first 2 or 3 test shots. I go, oh my God, I hate you. You can't do these are test shots, they're not even the real shots. Because she was pulling these like Adriana Lima eyes and things like that. And we started shooting for a little bit and she'd lost that. She got bored. We did. At the start, you were getting bored very quickly.
So I was sitting there for ages waiting.
I know, but you'd got bored. But then once you got out of your board, it was like bang. And I was like, I don't know what she's doing, but I've never seen her do this before. I'm going to keep shooting. And it didn't matter how quick I shot.
I was having little stories in my head.
I know, but it was amazing for me to actually see the difference that was making for someone who'd been modelling for so long.
Make it like I'm an old lady for so long, for a century. An old, decrepit lady.
Isn't life dies at 30? Wasn't that? Doesn't everything just sag from now on?
I hope not.
But no, it was really good. And then today we did our little follow-up for that one to make it an inspire talk about. And it was very obvious, wasn't it?
Yes.
The tiny little subtleties makes such a big difference in photos. So I had a shoot this afternoon with Nagin, and same thing, I started using a couple of those little things. But it was amazing that she said from the last shoot that she did with me, she learnt so much. And just simple of turn her toes in, even though we're only shooting top when she's getting a bit harsh, and that worked a treat.
Speaking of that, I thought it was really nice. I contacted a model that we worked with in Frankfurt last year to try and organise a test shoot when we're there in a few weeks. And she sent a really lovely message back saying that since last year, with everything that you taught her at the workshop, she's been using that in her modelling, and she can't believe how big of a change it's made to her modelling. And she's taught a few of her model friends, and all of them are like, whoa, like this is invaluable. I think that was really sweet.
It is sweet. But here's the thing that I say at every single workshop with every model that comes in.
No one trains them.
What training have you ever done? They go, none. I said, so how did you become a model? Did you just wake up one day and go say, I should be a model? Or were you sitting at a train station or going to a shopping centre and some person races up to you, sticks a business card on your nose and says you should be a model? And most of them is that.
Yeah.
Then they get signed to the agency on the spot. They might take some digis with them, of them in the agencies. And then next minute they're on the board at full price. And
No, not always. Development's always, they normally get put on in development, and that's always a bit cheaper.
It's a bit cheap, but a lot of companies never used to have development. That's only come a newer thing, maybe the last 5 years. Before that, I never remember seeing development. I thought development was mainly for girls under 18 and they sit in there till they're over. Anyway, but it's still, they get no training, and the only training they get is from their test shoots. And the people they'll tend to shoot with at test shoots are not high end.
Yeah.
Although you don't want too higher end because they're not going to help you at all. They just expect you to be good.
Just model.
Just model. Give me that eye.
Just model.
That was so fun doing that one. If anybody hasn't seen it, we'll put a link. But that's the 3 things that models hate, and it's only because models tell us all the time the 3 things they dislike that happens on photo shoots. And it was so funny with Bec and I actually doing it. And we kept on breaking up in laughter and had to cut it. But just there's things that are just coming to my head. I don't know how they came so quick to my head. Just the different things, like just model. Do what? No, they're not looking like your Instagram pictures. Can you model like that?
Idiot.
Hold that, just hold that.
Someone said
give me 10 more of that.
Someone said the other day they want to see like all the outtakes of us cracking up laughing from that. It was very funny. It was very hard to keep a straight face.
Especially can you put your hands flat on your head?
Oh my God.
You held it for like a millisecond.
I couldn't help it. So funny.
That's even with us scratching some of the stuff that I went too far with my comments.
Yes, I'm glad you didn't put in some of the things that you took the joke. You've always got to cross that line.
It was funny, one of the ones we didn't put in, and I'm not going to mention what it was because I was saying it as a joke just to crack you up because it was never going to go in there. I can't remember if it was a model or someone else said, a photographer actually asked the model blah, 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 and said, oh, no, it's actually what I said.
Oh, my gosh. What do I have noticed? Why do people always want to talk to me when we're doing a podcast? I'm so popular.
Sorry, a lot of people that you what?
I said I always get messages when we're doing the potty. Everyone wants to talk to me. I'm so popular.
Oh, I can't believe how many friends I have. I'm going to put that into a song.
No, you're not.
I am so on putting that into a song.
So not. We spoke about this last week.
Did we?
Yes.
During the podcast?
Yes.
Oh. So I think I should put it in. Maybe we get a vote. We start a poll.
No, I don't want it to be a thing. I'm putting my foot down.
We could have... We have the OnlyFans. I can't believe how many friends I've got.
No.
Why not?
Because I don't want to.
You could make a quadrillion bollars.
Bollars?
Yeah, dollars, bollars.
What's in
bollars is like bottles of wine, but it's quadrillions of them.
Quadrillions?
Yes, quadrillions.
Is that a word?
It could be.
I don't think it is.
Well, sorry. It's all right for the LBGT.
Oh my God, why does you bring this up every single week?
Make up words. I should be allowed to make up words.
You make
I only brought it up the last 2 weeks. I thought it was funny. It's stuck in my head.
Stuck in your head.
Yes.
So stuck.
So stuck. I don't know if I can quickly and easily find it, but I'm going to have to now. There was a really interesting YouTuber I watched last night, a famous celeb photographer, talking how he was contacted to shoot Kylie Minogue. This was a while ago, so I think it was a good 10 or so years ago. It might be a fraction longer. He's still shooting film, so it might have even been 15 years ago. And he gets on set and they've said, we want copyright to all the images and we're going to give you £1. Going to pay him £1 and they want to own copyright, so he can't use them ever and he can't make any money off them. He's only getting paid for his time to be there. Well, I don't even know if they were paying him that. And he was a celebrity photographer then. And he did the shoot. He said he wanted to do the shoot, but he didn't know why he was happy to give away all his rights as a photographer. He said, I'm making out like you're just going to go click, it's Kylie Minogue. He said during the shoot, it was just her there. He had to do the things, come up with a cool background.
Yep.
So anyway, long story short, and if you watch it, you'll see it. It goes through to later on, the Portrait Gallery in Australia wanted to do a little feature on him and he did this amazing picture of Michael Hutchison. I wanted to use that picture. I wanted to use one of the Kylie Minogue pictures, which is a really cool picture. It's a portrait of her. And it is Kylie Minogue did nothing. He captured the moment. You can see it was an in-between shot.
Yeah.
And he contacted her management. They just said straight out, no, you can never use any of it.
Oh.
Then the management contacted him about 5 years later and said, just letting you know we're using your pictures in the Kylie Minogue book.
Yeah.
But we're not paying you for it. We just thought we'd let you know. So it's come up to a point this is most likely another 5 or 10 years since that. He's seen that that Kylie Minogue's got a different management company. And while he was putting his video together, because he was really upset the fact that he did sign his rights.
Why would he do that though?
He might have been at a stage where he felt, he wouldn't have got that job and this job could have been good for him. But how often do you ever see the photographer's name put on something?
Like as a watermark?
No, I mean photography by. If it's just an article, some magazines do, but most don't. But anyway, he's gone back and had a look and seen she's changed her management agency, and then he went back and found the original contract and he did sign it, but he was never paid the £1. So it's null void. The contract is worth nothing because he was never paid.
Oh.
So then he said, these are the photos. But it was really, I don't know, you do it to a musician. I had this thing with Motley Crue, Nicky Sixx has sued so many people about using his photography or using his image.
He does photography?
Yeah. But they were 100% happy to steal my images online through DeviantArt and use them for 2 years live on stage without any credit or even contacting me. And when we found out about when they were in Australia, we contacted them. They changed their show overnight, refused to talk about it, refused to do anything, tried to take legal action, and it was just blocked by, this is going to cost you $1 million to take this any further. You can waste your million or you can just walk away now.
What douchebags.
Yeah, but the same thing. They're the first to sook about their images being used, but they're happy to steal other people's.
Oh.
Anyway.
Assholes.
Whole asses they are.
So many split ends.
So many split ends.
Yeah.
Well, if you didn't keep looking at me while you're playing with your hair, it wouldn't happen, you pervert. You utter pervert.
I'm not.
Yes, you are. What do you see? You're doing it again, playing with your hair.
It's a falling out.
It's falling
from
out.
my stress.
Oh, so this is why I end up with hair in my sandwiches. You just pull it
You
out.
don't eat sandwiches.
Well, I used to. I gave up because there's too much hair in them. I wouldn't have gone low carb if it wasn't for your hair was so high carb it made my stomach upset. It was the fibres.
The fibres.
The fibres. Too
So
much fibre.
fibrous.
Too much Bec fibre in my diet.
so fibrous, so excuse
sorry. We're boring her. She does this all the time. I'm bored now.
I do, I was just yawning.
You're just yawning.
I'm just yawning, is that okay?
All right, so how was your week? This heater is killing it.
It's lovely.
How was your week?
My week was good. I went
Well done, good.
I went to the movie.
That's as much as you can do, good.
I haven't
At least
finished
you
yet.
didn't. And then,
I went to the movies. I saw The Strangers, Chapter 1. And I was really nervous because the original Strangers that came out years ago absolutely terrified the crap out of me.
but you were just a little girl then.
No, I've watched it recently because I like to torture myself, and I still cried from how scared I was. What? Me and Jared did it during lockdown. We watched, one night we watched...
That was 4 years ago.
What's recently?
No, recent's like this week. 4 years ago was, I wouldn't call, so
No, we were
recently I had a
still in-
haircut 4 years ago. It's not recent. Since, is it because you're now over 30, time flies so much, 4 years
does.
is a heartbeat.
It does. And also we were still in lockdown in 21, so it could have been 3 years.
Oh, get technicals on me.
Well,
3 years is still not recent.
it is.
Oh.
It's that kind of. It's like I'll say the other day, and that could be like literally the other day, or it could have meant like a year ago. I just have no concept of time.
You just have no concept. You're unconceptable.
So I was nervous, so I was nervous it was going to terrify me, and I also thought that it was going to be like a prequel, because I think on the ad it said something about like...
You told me it was a prequel.
That's because I thought the ad made it seem like it was...
So it wasn't a prequel?
No, it was just kind of like a rehash of the other one.
Oh, so it was just the exact same movie,
Pretty much.
but it didn't have Gemma Ward.
No.
So why would you want to watch?
You couldn't see Gemma Ward's face in it anyway. She didn't say anything.
She was still there.
So
The presence.
you couldn't even know it was her.
I did. The first time I watched it, I knew it was Gemma Ward there because I'd read, and that was why I actually watched the movie, to see Gemma Ward not act.
Not show her face and not say a word.
Not act, didn't I say it? But I wanted to see her act, but
no,
I
it
went
was,
and watched Black Balloons instead.
It was pretty much the exact same thing. Like even some of the script was like exactly the same, and
So it was just a remake.
yeah.
But then
the ending was a bit different, and it set it up for like another one.
Another one.
So obviously
it was still a house. People knock at the door and then drive them crazy.
Yeah.
That's not a prequel.
I know. It didn't explain anything. I was like,
Well, the door's left open for you to write a prequel now and do it properly.
no.
So why did they become like that?
Someone else's job to do it. Anyway, it was still like, it was fine.
So it's just like another cover song.
Kind of, yeah.
We haven't got enough skill to write a song, so let's steal somebody else's cover and we'll just repeat the catchiest part of the song and do some rapping in the middle.
Yep. It's kind of what it was like. But I don't know, like the two main characters were really stupid, and it kind of took it away from the scariness because they were so dumb. Like,
Well, they're trying to make it funny and it wasn't.
no, it's just like, I hate people in horror. Like I hate it in horror movies when the victims run up the stairs. Like there's a killer in the house. Oh, let's run up the stairs. Like, why would you do that? Get out of there.
Maybe they don't like coming downstairs.
And then like they get out of they like finally do get out of the house at one point, and I'm like, good, run away. No, they run into the shed. I'm like, why do you keep locking yourselves? Anyway, it was really frustrating.
Frustrating.
Yeah. Cinematography was nice, though.
Look at you go. The movie was so crap. I watched the cinematography. What was the sound? Was the sound good? Was there plenty of sub?
I don't know.
Oh,
I also, funny as well, I think you pointed it out to me one time, and now I always... No, I was just checking everything's
What
still...
are you checking?
I'm just checking everything's still on. I always now notice in movies when there's teal and orange. It just sticks out so much to me. I'll be watching something, I'm like, teal and orange.
Isn't everything teal and orange at the
Yeah,
moment?
pretty much. But I just notice it so much because of you.
Me who?
Yes.
Well, I watched, like, my son's been telling me for ages to watch this new series, and I haven't been watching any TV, but then my wife and I binged that other series like in one night.
Baby reindeer.
Yeah, so I felt, I could do with another series. That now I've got to finish it before we get in the plane. I haven't got much time. Yeah. It's because I love the Guy Ritchie styles of movies, Lock, Stock, Snatch, Rock and Roller. The movies I absolutely love. And I heard that Guy Ritchie and it's going to be along that vein. And it started out and it was nice. I could see something starting to develop, and then when it gets to the next bit, and I said, oh, this is going to be good, because now we've got the Russians. The Russians are really nasty mobsters.
Yes.
And then they just showed all the different, and it was really cool. It's got a guy that reminds me of one of the people in quite a few movies, is that person that keeps on making the situation worse.
The situation.
Yes, it's that word. No matter what no matter what's going to, it's all going to be solved, but this person's going to walk up in and stuff it completely. And in the first 2 episodes, he's done it like 3 times so far. But I reckon I know you hate, I don't think you've ever watched one. Hate is such a strong word.
Strong word.
You use it more than I use it. Well, I know you dislike with a passion. Is that better? Gangstery type movies.
Yeah, it's not my jam.
Not you, especially English gangstery type movies.
Not my jam.
Not your jam. But this has definitely got some elements. She's never going to watch it though. She makes up her mind and goes, not my jam. And then watches something really similar. Oh, this is my jam. It's nearly identical.
Like
but
what?
I chose what I'm going to watch.
Like what?
Like what?
Yeah.
I still reckon you would absolutely love The Boys.
I'm
But
not
you've got to give it
interested.
to... You would if you watched two. It's just so
not.
inappropriate. It's funny, and it has all the type of characters you like.
Just
You've got a freaking... One of the what they call it? Not Supermen, it's the super characters. What are they called? The action figures. There's a name for them. Spider-Man, Batman, what are they called?
superheroes.
One of the superheroes, thank you. That was the word I was looking for.
You said it.
No, I said super characters.
Oh.
I was trying to think what's... So one of the superheroes can talk to fish in that underwater, and he can swim under. He's got gills, but he's a sex addict. And he's like, let me finish. I'm not saying you only watch things about sex addicts, but it's got the same type, he's got the same vibe as your drag race people. And I could see you linking on that character so strong.
It sounds juvenile.
It's freaking awesome. Superman wanking off at the top of the Eiffel Tower.
Yeah, it just doesn't sound like my humour. It just sounds like stupid, childish.
No, I just think, no, I'm not going to force it on you.
You have been trying to force it
I
on
know,
me
then
for
you
the...
refuse to watch it.
Yeah, because I've watched the
I'll watch an
trailer.
MGK. Sorry, wrong, something in the throat. I don't know what it is.
You don't have to watch things that...
I watched one whole movie and I started to watch the second one, and that didn't last long. That was with you too, wasn't it?
Yes.
Yes, no, that didn't last at all.
It's fine. We don't have to like the
Flail.
same things.
I'm not saying we have to, but I give your stuff a go.
Yeah, I've watched the trailer for The Boys and it's just not something that I want to watch.
Yeah, but it didn't have the storyline. You just see the
So I don't want to watch it.
Well, I'm going to force you one day.
Oh my God.
Pin you to a chair. I'm going to put toothpicks to hold your eyes, lids open, and clamp your head so you can't look away like they did in Clockwork Orange. You don't have to wear the sort of man piece, though.
Oh my God.
We know that, the box.
I don't know. I haven't watched that movie in a very long time.
Love that movie. There's one scene I didn't like at all.
Yes.
But overall, I love that movie.
Well, I've started watching that Baby Reindeer show as well because everyone's talking about it. And while it's relevant, I need to watch it while it's relevant so I'm relevant, know what everyone's talking about.
So you can associate with people who say something.
Yeah.
Right.
It's like when Squid Game was the rage. Well, the rage.
I think I got in on Squid Games a bit early, that it blew up even bigger after I watched it. So I felt like people saying, "Oh my God, you've got to watch it." Yeah, I already watched it.
I feel like I watched...
Whereas with the Gentleman, I've had like 4 or 5 people say I should watch it and I hadn't. And same with Baby Reindeer, I had at least a couple of people say I had to watch it and I hadn't.
Yes.
And the House of Usher, is that it?
Yeah.
The House. Yeah, it's another one. I think you and Len and maybe somebody else.
That was a really good show.
Yeah, I did really enjoy that because I like the old story of Crossroads. I loved how they had blended that into it, the famous Crossroads story. Yeah, see, this is why your generation wouldn't know, because you don't even know the famous
so
story
ageist.
of Crossroads. Ageist.
You are.
You little whippersnappers think you know everything and you know nothing.
Ageist.
You want us to change our language because you think you know everything.
Oh my God.
Anyway, you're not a whippersnapper anymore. You're 31.
Yeah, but you're still an ageist. You're
No, I'm
always
not.
your generation. Your generation.
Well, it's a
Your
little bit that-
generation.
Well, it is. Did you study history at school? No.
Yeah.
No.
I did
My
until...
kids didn't, so they're the same age as you.
Yeah, I did. I don't know. I learned about like some stuff, yeah.
Like which stuff? What stuff did you learn? You didn't even show up to school.
Yes, I did.
Oh, yeah, and sat in the toilet and got on your iPhone and watched friggin' movies.
No. Did go to school. I did. Yeah, I did think I did history until like I went to my other school, like my
Went
second.
to your other school. Is it a special school?
No, because I left the old girls' school and went to another school for
To
11
the old
and
boys' school.
for 11 and 12. I didn't do history there, but I think I did history up until year 11.
So I think I can't, and I don't understand it. At least they should teach in whatever country you're in, at least the country's history.
Yeah, we had to learn about that, and we learned about World War II and stuff. And what else did I learn about?
So what started World War II?
I don't remember.
You didn't learn much, did you?
It was freaking ages ago.
Well, I only just learnt the other day what started the Vietnam War.
What
It gets
one?
me even more angry.
What?
It was fake. What started it was said this happened and it never happened, and the war started because of it.
Oh.
I think World War II was started. Oh, I just recently heard the story and I thought, no way, one person started World War II. One single person. Yep. Or was it World War One? It's all right. We're just laughing because we're watching
Oh, that's so funny.
Nadine, who we finished shooting, but we had to do the podcast, so she's been going through her pictures. And because she was taking longer than she thought she would, she's sat there quietly and she was waving, trying to get out of the place and couldn't find the door because all our exit doors have things in front of them. No.
Everyone always has a go at us for that.
I know, and just for anybody on here, we had, the fire brigade went here, 2 weeks ago?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Brother.
Did they mention anything about the doors? Not a single thing. So even the fire brigade knows that these are not working exit doors, but it's illegal for us to pull down the signs, even though these doors don't work. It's just stupid.
Very silly.
It's like, I think it was about 3 years ago, we had a fire extinguisher over next to our fuse box. And the fire extinguisher's up it's most likely about 1.6 metres off the ground. What's that in Imperial? What's 1.6 metres in Imperial? Oh, you're Googling it. So anybody who wants to know, just Google it.
5 feet 3 inches.
3 inches roughly, the fire extinguisher was above the floor that was next to our fuse box. And we'd already been here for 10 years. And the fire brigade came in and gone, oh, this extinguisher here is illegal. I said, why? I said, it's been here, we've been here for more than 10 years and it's been here. And it was here when we moved in. So it's got to be another 20 years older than that. Because it doesn't matter, it's illegal, we've got to move it. I said, why is it illegal? He said, it's too close to the fuse box, which means if your fuse box catches fire, you can't get to the fire extinguisher. I said, no worries. So where are you going to put it? It goes on this wall. And I said, you can't put it on this wall, it's part of the studio. We photograph on that wall. And after 3 walls later, I'm surprised he didn't say, I'll put it in the psych. He's put it inside our wardrobe. Well, our wardrobes will walk through to the toilets.
Yeah.
It couldn't be in the kitchen because it'd be too close to the fire. If there's a fire in the kitchen, you're not going to run into the frigging wardrobe, are you? That's where they put it, and they put it the same height. So 4 years later, and your apprentice comes in and then sends a report that our fire extinguisher is illegal. It's too high off the ground. It can only be 1.2 metres off the ground.
Why?
For midgets.
Seriously?
Short people have to be able to pick it. What's the use of putting it above the height of a short person? It's all right for you tall people. Oh, I see. It's like that, is it?
You're the same height as me.
Yeah, but I didn't care if it's lower.
I was just curious. I wasn't
Curious.
caring.
You're anti-short person.
I'm not. All of my friends are short. Well, not all of them, but most of them.
Most of them.
Not most of them. 2 of my best friends are like 5'2", 5'3".
No, I'm talking about short people, not dumpy.
They're not dumpy. They're just little.
Just little. Oops, I'm going to get killed at your wedding now.
Why?
The dumpy people are going to attack me for saying the word dumpy.
They don't. Only if I tell them that you said that. They're not dumpy. It's so mean.
I'm trying to think of your friends. A lot of your friends are tall.
Claire and Iris are short.
Oh, that's right.
They're very little.
I know, but she's like a chihuahua.
Claire, yes.
She bites at the ankles. It's that type of the dog that you kick and it just comes straight back.
I do call Claire my chihuahua because she has a tendency to get very angry about things.
Is that where you're going tonight?
Yeah.
Oh, now I'm going to die.
No, it's really cute. Like when she gets fired up about something, she goes on these rants and she's very like, oh, my little chihuahua. But she's like 5'2" and really pretty and blonde and she looks so cute. And then this feist comes out of her. It's really funny.
And the whole world's a conspiracy. Well,
Not the
actually
whole
it is,
world.
so it's fine. It's fine. Like I had fun with my doctor this week. Doctors don't like being told that they're working for Pharma.
Farmer.
Yeah, Pharma.
Wants
I really
a wife.
don't like it when you accuse them of working for Pharma.
Farmer wants a wife.
Pharma wants... No, it's not that Pharma. It's the other bigger Pharma. It was simple. You take this, and I said, so I just take
What was
this.
that? So it's not take that.
See what she does to me? I never pick on...
Oh, never.
I never ever pick on the retarded things of you. Oh, I'm
Not allowed to
use
say that word.
Well, you shouldn't be that way. Hey, I've got good friends, right? So I'm allowed to.
You have friends?
Well, it's like the N-word. If you're that colour, you're allowed to use it. Well, I'm that person, so I'm allowed to use it. But I don't use it in a nasty way. I use it in a nice way.
Oh my God.
Anyway, getting back to you've destroyed me. I forgot what I was going to say.
Farmer wants a wife. Your
No,
doctor.
the doctor was... All I was saying, so if I take this tablet now, I have to take it for the rest of my life. So it's just a Band-Aid, it's not a cure. Mm-hmm. And it was all of a sudden he sort of saw where I was coming from. Because he knows I hate drugs and tablets and...
Drugs.
Not that type of drugs. Sorry, you can't use the D word in here. It's like the W word. sort of, I think he had a trainee in the room. There was a lady in the room.
Excuse me for hiccups.
Do you always get the hiccups when I say the D word? What's this? You have a trick to get rid of hiccups?
If it comes back, I will use my trick.
You'll use
He had a lady trainee in the room.
Yeah, and I could see she was liking where I was going. She was interested to see where this was going to go, because it's hard. I've got 20 things in my head to try and get out in one sentence, and they all won't come out. I've been doing lots of homework. I know YouTube's a very dangerous place. It's not as dangerous as Google, but it's owned by Google. That was a waste of a minute. But I've been doing homework. My blood pressure has been what they call higher than what they would like it for, what do you reckon, 4 years?
I don't know, you're telling the story.
Yeah, I'm trying to think when I first went on to any blood pressure medication.
I don't know, I don't keep tabs on that.
Yeah, I was on a fairly low dose, and for a long time that was it, and they were all happy with it. And then all of a sudden it went all over the place, like super high one day and then super low the next day. It was just completely erratic. And then for a year they made me do a blood test every second day. You called him the vampire in the end, because every time I saw him, we better do a blood test. And every time the blood test came back, there was a new problem. What about the other problem you wanted to do another blood test on to see if it was doing? What was that? That problem. No, that's fine. It was just a bad reading.
Oh my God.
I know, they've got to make their money somehow. And long story short, it was after a lot of the YouTubes that I watched of many different people, not the same person, I learned a lot. Now, one of the things is, in America standards for high blood pressure is anything above 120, 90 over 120 or 120, 90, whatever that, I don't know how it was. I didn't even know what the numbers meant until about a year ago.
I still don't know.
No, I just didn't know. And here I am taking friggin' tablets, not even knowing what this means. But anyway, I've learned lots. So, and I found out this, they want you to not be above 120, like that's it. But if you go to Europe, they're saying 135 to 140 is when we need to start looking at maybe controlling your blood pressure. And then they go on to saying, but most of the time the doctors don't actually take your blood pressure right, which gives you an elevated blood pressure, which instantly puts you on drugs, which keeps pharma happy. So, and this one little thing said, all right, so your blood pressure recording should be when you're fully rested, and gave this whole list of things you shouldn't do. So you shouldn't exercise, like heavy exercise, for half an hour before. Mm-hmm. You should be seated and relaxed for at least 5 minutes before you do blood pressure. You should not have your legs crossed. Your arm should be at the same height as your heart. You can't have it up like this. Mm-hmm. Can't be elongated and stretched. You shouldn't have coffee just before. You shouldn't have a hot shower before.
Can you have wine just before?
Most likely not, but I don't know. They didn't go into alcoholisms. You shouldn't... What was it? I was going to say something until you destroyed me again. You shouldn't have a full bladder.
Shouldn't need to piss.
And then they said the best, if you're going to do your blood pressure test properly, what you really need to do is, so everyone should be doing this anyway, about 4 times a day you need to spend 2 minutes breathing at 6 breaths per minute, which means an in and out every 10 seconds. Just do it for 2 minutes a day, 6 times a day, and maybe about 5 minutes before you take your blood pressure, do that. Sit down in a chair, really relaxed, maybe even keep that breathing going. Make sure you've had a pee, you haven't had coffee, you haven't had a shower, you haven't jogged around a thing, you haven't yelled at your kids or your wife or your dog. Then take your blood pressure. Or your employee. I never yell at you.
I'm just sorry. I was talking about that guy.
Huh?
I was talking about that guy.
What guy?
The guy.
What guy?
The guy that works in the place.
Oh, the guy next door that yells at everything.
Yes.
Well, has he yelled at you?
No.
I'm sure not his employee.
No, I know.
So listening to his YouTube, and he's gone through all the things that the doctors have never told me, but the doctors have never done. So normally I get to the doctor in a rush, so left it to last minute, get in the car and drive like crazy fire to get there on time. Then they're running 20 minutes late. And
Why
I'm
are
getting
they always running late?
Then
at
I'm
the
getting
doctors?
pissed off that I broke my ass to get here on time, and now you're freaking making me sit in this room with infected people.
Doctors are always running late, and like I find it crazy. Like I've been to the doctors like first thing in the morning,
First appointment,
and they're
still late.
like every time.
It's because they're trying to make themselves important. They're pissed off that plumbers make more an hour than doctors. In Australia, guess what? A high-end plumber gets a higher hourly rate than just a standard GP.
Standard.
Back on my story.
Back on your story.
I'll get it. With the doctor. So you're stressful, you sit in a chair, sticks a frigging thing on your arm and goes, oh, your blood pressure's a bit high. You're sitting there with crossed legs trying to have a piss and you've been stressed.
Yeah.
And I've been looking at mine. The doctor said, don't get like psychotic about reading it, but it was a good idea. If you know and if you can see a change, you can contact us and we can adjust your medication to suit. So I just for one day started doing what this one YouTube said. All of a sudden, I'm way below high. Like I'm sitting down at 110, 70 over 110 or 70 over 110 over 70, whatever that is. That is way below even the American mark. But I'm on 2 different tablets a day. And I brought this up with him. So you've got these high peaks. And I said that was before I watched the video. So I'm about to travel for 9 weeks. So if I just take my blood pressure machine and read every day, if I can hold these figures for 2 weeks, can I dump one of the tablets? Oh, I don't think that's wise. Why? Because farmers going to go broke if they're not getting my $20 a month? Anyway, that's my. I really, yeah. I don't. Well, you're the same. You had a doctor the other day and you had to inform them about something that you knew more information on them. And, oh, really? I didn't know that.
But that...
It still doesn't matter. They should still think...
because the thing that I was informing them about is really niche and, like, for... Like, it's like a thing
I now know it.
Yeah, but, like...
You'd think if they're working in the...
No, they're just a GP. They're not going to know things about plastic surgery. It's not a very common thing.
Is it?
No. I'd had no problems with her not knowing about that at all. At all.
But I did, and the whole thing with, and now we're going to get cancelled because you're not about to mention COVID, but the whole thing with COVID, we were all forced in the world to listen, our governments forced us to put stuff in our body that we'd been told had been tested properly and trust them. These are reputable companies, and one of the companies, the most sued companies ever of all time. And we're told we have to do it. We have no choice. You can't have a job. You can't, if you're in fire brigade or a teacher or you lost your job. If you're a normal person, you can't go to a club or a night. You can't do anything. And this blows over a bit, and all of a sudden Pfizer comes out and say, oh yes, it's about 15%.
Pfizer.
Was it? No, it was AstraZeneca. Sorry, not Pfizer. Whatever. Ask Joe Rogan. What's not a hat? No, it's Visor.
It's Pfizer.
No, Visor. They blocked us from seeing light. They did. Anyway, I think it was 10 or 15% of people have had serious side effects. And then when it was, what's serious? Oh, heart attack, stroke, death. Oh. So if any other drug came out that was going to kill 15%, it would never get on the market. But it's sort of like we're told to trust these people, whereas I really think...
Trust me, I'm a doctor.
You trust me, I'm a doctor. This is why I don't take pain tablets. Alcohol's so much better for you.
Oh my God.
Well, some things I'm a bit dumb sometimes.
What?
I'm a bit dumb sometimes.
I know.
Oh, that's right. It was just a statement. No, what I was going to say, when I really put my back out, I originally put out bad when I was 15, being a dickhead. Then the next time I put it out, I'd carried 2 outboard motors up, 6 flights of stairs to my car. And the next day I turned around to open up a drawer in the filing cabinet and I was stuck. I could not move. I couldn't drive my car. And for about 4 weeks, I just went into spasm and I couldn't breathe. Yeah, and I refused to take anything for it. And then all of a sudden,
stubborn.
All of a sudden, a physio said, "You've got to take some anti-inflammatories. It's never going to get better." So I took 1 tablet, and all of a sudden the spasm stopped. And thought, "Oh, you dickhead! I've just gone through 6 weeks of help. I could have taken 1 tablet."
You schmidiot.
And then I used to have like burning soles and like arches in my feet. Some nights would burn and be itchy and like really burning. And I just found out it was tinea, and you put this bit of cream on it. 3 days later, it's gone. I've never had it since.
Oh my God.
I put up with it for a few years. Then to top it off, the funniest one is my psoriasis.
Oh yeah.
It didn't turn out. It would have been something else.
Dandruff.
No, it was another. It wasn't psoriasis, but it's another skin, like an eczema. No, it wasn't. It was something that. Just put that on. Within a week, it'll be fixed. I put it on 2 days later. It's never been itchy since. So I can wear black shirts again.
Oh hey.
I started to like my whites.
No, you didn't. You hated it.
My whiteys.
Your whitey.
White shirts.
Oh, I thought you meant the little.
No, that's why.
Speckles.
I hate it. I don't know. A couple of people in my life always had the snow cone had broken. It was over there. It was like, it was one of the people that came to one of our workshops. I'm not going to mention their name, but there was one person that came to, and all I could see was the cocaine over their shoulders.
Oh my God.
No, it was just so much. So it's one of how some things upset you.
Lots of things upset me.
No, I mean, it's something that you see whereas nobody else sees it.
Maybe.
You're not helping.
I'm sorry.
You've been pretty quiet in this podcast. Maybe I'll shut up and you can talk.
No, it's fine.
It's fine. It's Friday, so
you're just
it's Friday.
Off and running, Lightning McQueen over here.
Well, I had a bit to say. I've had a novel week. Anyway, doctors, I'm taking control of my body and my life. It's my body.
My body, my choice.
My choice.
Huge idiot.
Only things are entering my body is with my permission.
Oh, God. That's just how things should be.
Yes. Don't look at me and play with your hair. On with that, yes. It's very obvious now how often you do this.
God. Finally getting it dyed tomorrow. You can see my light brown coming through. It's horrible.
No, you're getting a piece of the greys.
I don't have greys.
Your sister said sister's a hairdresser and said she has lots of greys. I think I can see. Sorry, you do have greys.
Oh.
Every third hair in your really light patch is more grey than brown.
Oh. That's cool.
You want to be silver.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's cool. I would
be a
do
silver fox.
Yeah, I reckon if I would do what Louise has done, just fully rock grey.
I got nothing against grey.
I love it.
I think you do the new grey.
What's the new grey?
Or what the old ladies used to do.
What's that?
The blue rinse.
Yeah, that's cool.
The blue rinse grey, but they never had long hair. It was only ever short hair.
No, I'll have long hair.
I think blue rinse kills the long. Has your gran got long blue rinse hair?
No, she used to have the purple rinse though.
Yeah, that's called blue rinse.
Oh. I don't know if purple would suit me though.
Has she got long hair?
No.
Yeah, that's right. I think once you get to that stage, any of that just kills your hair. It falls out.
I don't think so. It's not like a bleach or anything.
Isn't it?
No.
Or is it that thing is as you get older,
toner.
whatever length you cut it, it doesn't tend to grow longer than that?
I don't know. I'm not a hairdresser.
Your sister is.
Yeah, so that's not me.
Oh, you don't take any notice of her career. No wonder she doesn't like you.
She does
You've got no interest in her life.
I do.
Well, all her emails she sends me about how you mistreat her.
She doesn't send you emails, you jackass. Oh my God.
No, it's your mum who sends them to me.
My mother who got Botox today. And getting her lips done on Tuesday. I love her. She's so fabulous. She got it done for free as well. So
They feel sorry for her. Oh, is she an influencer now? Is she starting a channel? So Botox for 80-year-olds.
no,
She going to get a boob job as well? Just when you see her, just say, did you think about butt lifts? I'd be hanging it if my mum was getting anything cosmetic done. Oh my God, I wouldn't stop. You're going to get a designer vagina.
Your mum's in your 80s. My mum's only in her 60s.
Oh, so she's only my age. That's right.
She's a few years older than you.
No, she's a bit older than me.
She was born 56.
Yes, so much older than me. That's a whole new generation. I wouldn't have even slept with a lady, with a woman that old when I was young. No, that was like sleeping with your mother.
What's with the British accent?
I've been watching Guy Ritchie movies. Leave me alone.
Oh God. No, she's got the place. I think it's a place that my sister's been to before, and I think they're doing some training thing, so she's getting it done.
It's not a mother-daughter thing, is it?
No,
we both go in and get designer
vaginas
together. Do they sit them on benches and just compare them and try and make them look at the same age?
No, I think she said something about they're doing training, and so they need.
Let's see what we can do with an old fart's face.
Leave my poor mother alone.
Did you see her? And she's got the full. Or look like you after the time you did it in London.
Me?
Oh my God. We couldn't walk down the street. Everyone looked at me like, you just beat her.
Yeah, you shouldn't punch me up.
I didn't punch you. That was your friggin' doing.
I think you might have.
Even the model today, because she was saying that she can't wait for her lips to settle. It'd taken over a year and they haven't settled properly. And I brought up, that's why I asked about how long yours were. And it was sort of like, I said, I think it's been about 2 or 3, maybe 4 years ago. I couldn't remember exactly when you had them done.
Mm-mm. The last top-up I had...
No, when you had them done big. That's when I saw it, not the top-up. When it looked like someone beat the shit out of you.
That was 2019.
Right, so I was right, about 4 years ago.
You weren't saying what you were talking about. You just asked when I last had them done.
That was that one which was way over the top, and even you agreed. It took you look like Daffy Duck.
My bottom lip was too huge, and then because she put too much Botox in my top lip.
It changed your shape.
And then I got them done again.
No, but once
2021.
that came down a bit, you only got a tiny amount done.
No, I got a full mil a year later.
Did you? I can't remember that.
And then that was a really good one, and they've kind of stayed like that ever since.
Yeah.
And
Well, that's what I was basically saying to her is I think after a bit of time, once they settle, if
I do want to get another top up before my wedding, though.
Not there.
Yeah.
No, turn and face me. No, definitely not there. This side, yeah, that side, no.
I didn't mean the side. I meant in my lips.
No, only ever get this side. This is still a bit puffy. Don't look at me. Do you want honest? All right. I retouch your fucking face every day. I know.
Why don't touch my face, you pervert?
I said retouch. At least I don't look at you all day doing this. Or should I do chest hair? Is that the best? Do I do a Fabio?
Fabio?
I think that was his name.
Fabio.
Fabio. Fabio. It's like freaking visor.
Your hair looks really funny alone. Now.
Good.
You look like a cockatoo.
Maybe you'll stop fondling your hair and looking at me if I look like this.
Oh my God.
You schmurv it. All right, so I think this is far enough.
Far enough?
Yes.
Oh.
So next time we talk to you, we'll be in London.
London, innit?
In it. What was Jared saying?
Bottle water.
Bottle of water.
Have a bottle of water.
I can't remember. That was the first thing he said when we saw him. Bottle of water.
Bottle of water. Have a bottle of water.
Whereas Bex just go, no, bottle of water.
No, that started because there's a British guy on his team at work and they hang shit on him for having a British accent, and they started as just a work joke that they have, and they say, "Oh, Elliot, do you want a bottle of water?"
I can't wait till after we've done Edinburgh. So we should do a podcast there and see what your accent's gone like.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Especially, no, we should do it while you're eating haggis.
No, I'm not eating haggis.
Haggis.
I'm not eating it.
Chicken shit. Such a chicken. So you'd never go well on Survivor.
No, I know I wouldn't. That's why I wouldn't go on it.
Okay, so you'd never do any well. You might as well go on Tipping Point.
Oh my God.
Except you wouldn't get an answer right. So you'd just be that person that stood there on
Did
zero.
you see the girl last night that got...
How did you see it? Oh, you were home early, that's right.
Yes.
They got zero. Yeah. No, I didn't see it. I did see it. Zeroed out.
Anyways, we will chat to you guys in London.
London.
See ya.
See ya.